Shalom, shalom. This is Apostle Rakar. I say, Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. By Shem Rakar Kodash. Shalom to all you brothers of the sincere, hopeful elect. Now, this video right here, I'm going to go into a little bit of a different topic. I did a video. See, that's the reason you brothers haven't seen, as y'all know, I'm out here in the East Coast. I'm back up top. I'm up here with the apostles and bishops. I've been here for a couple of days back up top. Albaratz is, I'm probably going to head my way back to Texas sometime next week. You know what I mean? Because we already in, what's today, Wednesday? So Lord willing, I probably will be heading back out to Texas. I came out here to handle some business, but I'm just enjoying my time here. Sometime maybe next week, I'll head back, to the Dallas. But anyways, I'm up here. We've been doing videos. Y'all know, man, I always keep my videos going. But the reception, at the brother's house where I was staying, I did a couple of videos, but they didn't go through. I've been here. When I travel, sometimes I might miss a day or two. Usually, I don't like to miss a day. The spirit be on me. That's just the spirit that the Lord got on me to do videos. I do videos every day. You know what I mean? But I'm here at another brother's house, one of the bishops, and the reception is good here, so I'm able to get my videos in. So I'm going to get them in, get in where I fit in. You know what I mean? So anyways, me and the bishop I abide, I'm at the bishop Inop's house now. But we did a video, was it last night, night before last, and the video didn't go up, but we was watching because the brother, who was it? No, I think it was the elder apostle Tahar himself. Yeah, I believe it was the elder apostle Tahar that did the video, but I think another brother did a video on it. This nigga, he's back. And this is the thing, man. This nigga, bubble-eyed blackfish. Yeah, that's what we used to, that was the name we gave him, that big pop-out eye looking nigga. The elder Rakar from the GOCC. And you know what? This is the funny part. We haven't heard from as of the past few years, I would dare say 2 to 3 years at least, we haven't heard nothing from the GOCC, man. We ain't heard nothing from you guys. All of a sudden, now, like, pretty much, them niggas kind of went dormant. You know what I mean? Like the main, like the camps, us, man, we always out here. But even like Nate, the IUIC, they're relevant. Like, in other words, they still out there they're still somewhat so-called relevant. They still out here doing their videos, doing stuff. ISUPK, they still around. Captain Cesaria, they're relevant. Even these niggas, the Sakari and Genesis, they're still trying to keep themselves relevant. They're still around doing videos and, showing their faces and stuff for the past few years. But GOCC, I'm like for a minute, I think I asked the brother, I said, hey, man, what happened to them niggas, man? They still around? We haven't even seen you guys, you GOCC guys, in a minute, right? But all of a sudden now, I guess my man's Elder Rakar, the GOCC, he popped up and he's still pushing the same bullshit doctrine, right? Trying to prove that he was going to video. Apostle Tahar did a video on him. Cornelius is an Edomite. Cornelius was not an Israelite. Like, basically, this nigga's still trying to prove that the other nations could be saved, right? And then, like, basically trying to insinuate we going off. Like the previous video that I did, I said, yeah, I got my woman is from Germany. My woman's so-called white woman, but in the spirit, you could see she's a Jake. And other brothers that met her said, now she an Israelite. But and we've been pushing that according to the scriptures for years. But see, what's that scripture? What does it say? The carnal man, one of my favorites, the carnal man cannot receive the things of the spirit of the Most High because they are foolishness unto him, because they are spiritually discerned. You see? So basically, we all know GOCC, they coming in that Christian spirit. Basically, they're just Christians, so-called nigger Christians, but they know they're Israelites. Like, they teach in Israel, which is an oxymoron to me. Okay, you teaching Jake, all right. But then that nigga, he's totally bugged the fuck out. Because they got they have a 12 tribe son. Last time I knew from a few years ago, I haven't heard from them guys in years. And they got the Japhites up in there now. Listen, see, them dudes are lost. They talk, well, personally, I think that nigga's an agent provocateur. See, you got to realize something. Certain niggas are just gone. I mentioned Hosea 4 and 6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So yeah, you got certain niggas that are just bugged out, that the Most High got them. And then I always bring out, what is it, Isaiah 29 and 10, for the Lord have poured upon you the spirit of deep sleep. So yes, you got certain people out here that are literally just really bugged the fuck out. But there are certain motherfuckers that are paid off to teach what they're teaching. Certain cats are agent provocateurs. They're being paid by the elites, them small hats, to teach the shit that they teaching. And when it comes to that nigga, the Elder Ricard, the GLCC, that nigga, I believe he's being paid. He being paid. He's an agent. Real talk. From the jump, I mean, that nigga Alazar, I believe him and the car, I believe they were paid to do the shit they were doing. Agents. But they call me an agent, right? They call me an agent. Fine. I'm not. I've been around for fucking 35 years, motherfucker. And all I did was do the work of the Lord. Y'all came against me. See, so when you got dudes that come against other dudes, that's something the black woman does. Because the black woman is an agent. It's called deflecting. Counter-subversive tactics. Right? They try to demonize us and pull up information on us and put us on blast, and fine, we take it. But then we keep doing the work, and all we doing is teaching the truth. 100% truth. See, but this nigga, the Elder Ricard, the GOCC, bubble-eyed blackfish, he's still doubling down on his wickedness, trying to prove that the other nations can be saved, saying that we going off because we're teaching nations the Israelite, that the Gentiles in the scriptures that you read about were actual Gentiles. They were not Israelites. See, this nigga's trying to mislead y'all, man. That's why the scripture says what? If the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into the ditch. And then the scriptures also say there's grievous wolves that shall come in, not sparing the flock. So that's niggas like that. He don't care about Israel trying to wake up. He really don't. That nigga getting his palms greased to teach lies, man. One of the two. Or he's just a straight up agent of Satan trying to set up to destroy. Either way, he's a spy for Satan. And he ain't the only one. Nate is another one. General Yohana's another one. You got all these wicked guys, them Sakari niggas, them Genesis, all these wicked evil camps that are misleading. And we've always said this. We believe a lot of certain brothers that's in those other Israelite camps are of the elect. I to this day, I do believe that there's certain brothers in the IUIC who might be of the elect. I do believe, this personally, I'm speaking for me, Apostle Ricard, I do believe that there's certain brothers in ISUPK that are of the elect. I do believe there's certain brothers in the Sakari that might be sincere, that's of the elect. The Lord does that. The Lord said, my thoughts are not your thoughts, my ways are not your ways. But leave it to them niggas when they come to GMS, they won't say that. What I just said, they won't, fuck that, all them niggas are wicked. I hope the Most High kill all them GMS niggas. See, so that showed you right there. And then Yahweh Shah said, you shall know them by their fruits. You see what I mean? But you niggas spent years trying to put us on blast, but y'all got put on blast. A lot of y'all got put on blast doing sodomite activities. See what I mean? But that's okay. That's another topic for another time. But Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is just. Yahweh Shai said, if you can't bear your cross and follow me, you are not worthy to be my disciple. These guys, they all about image. They all about looking good. They don't. Sorry about that, brothers. That was somebody tried to call me. I'll call them back when I end the video. Okay, but anyway, you know what I mean? We take it. The scoffing, the shit like that, we take it. We deal with it. Because we know what the scriptures say. Yahweh Shai said, surely he told the disciples back then, 2,000 years ago, surely you will drink of the cup. But that's these wicked niggas, man, sparing not the flock. So these niggas are still trying to mislead you with lies, like this dude, Elder Ricard from the GOCC. He's a nigga. He's a nigga. He's a demon, man. That's why he's doubling down on trying to still mislead y'all from the doctrine, man. And the scriptures talk about that, man. Anybody that's teaching a false doctrine, the Lord gonna destroy him, man. The Lord gonna kill him. That nigga, his judgment gonna come. And you can see he got demons on him. His eyes still poking out his head. And personally, I don't know if you brothers have, I haven't seen this nigga in at least for the past 3 years. I haven't even seen him doing videos or nothing, or even speaking. But all of a sudden, he just pops back up on the scene. That's what I'm telling you, man. Remember that. Remember what the scripture said. Beware of wolves that come to you in sheep's clothing. Yahweh Shai said that. So you brothers, man, like I said, keep your medicine strong, man, and just stay to the scriptures. If any man come and teach you something that's different than what the scriptures say, see, but you got to know the breakdown of the scriptures. They are going to be, no, the heathens are not going to be saved. But you have Israelites amongst the heathen. The scriptures tell you that. Israel is scattered in the four corners of the earth. Read James, the 1st chapter, man. Read 1 Peter 1:1. It tells you that. Elect according to the foreknowledge, but it tells you Pontus, Galatia, Asia, Cappadocia. So Israel was scattered, and that was 2,000 years ago. So Israel was scattered, dummy. Like in the previous video, my woman, she's from Germany, Germania. She's an Israelite. I don't care what nobody say. And of course, you already know, people gonna say, yeah, because you just saying that because you just want to deal with white women. So of course, you gonna say she an Israelite. Well, you gotta be spiritual. I quoted the scripture at the top of this video. The carnal man cannot receive the things of the Spirit of the Most High because they are foolishness unto him, because they are spiritually discerned. Right? You dumb niggas. Some of these black women that y'all talk about, y'all black queens, some of them might be Edomites. The way they act, I believe a lot of them are. Because they're set up to destroy you, jakes. So some of y'all so-called black queens, she might look just like goddamn motherfucking Angela Bassett, but be an Edomite. Remember, Esau was raping the black woman in slavery. So a lot of y'all so-called black people that y'all love, that's my black brother, that's my black sister, some of them might be tares, Edomites, man. You see what I mean? And then people who look like fucking Donald Trump, I'm not saying Donald Trump is an Israelite, I'm just saying, look-wise, physical appearance. You might have motherfuckers that might look just like Donald Trump that might be an Israelite. You see what I'm saying? You dumb niggas, but you're not spiritual enough to get that, man. Because y'all carnal. That's why I quoted the scripture, man. So that's why this dumb nigga, Elder Ricard of GLCC, he's still trying to double down on his wickedness. But that's all right. That's why Amos 9:10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. In other words, niggas saying, fuck that, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. God is with me, or I'm doing what like they think they're not gonna get judged for their wickedness, man. And the worst thing you could do, that's one of the worst sins you could do. There's many sins. Being a goddamn fucking homosexual, that's one of the terrible sins. Adultery, murder, unjust murder. Meaning murder is when you kill somebody unjustly. And that's in the law. Okay? Like if you killed somebody by accident, you didn't really mean to do it. That's why in the law, they have refuge cities. Because the family of that person might want to kill you, so they would let you, if it was an accident and you really didn't mean, they say, okay, let this guy go over there to that refuge city until the anger and the hate dies down, and you know what I mean? But if you outright, like case in point, but you know what? See, but that once again, King David did that. He murdered the man to have his woman. But guess what, nigga? That's why the Most High said, my thoughts are not your thoughts. So how come the Lord didn't judge King David? Because King David was a special soul to the Most High. And he repented of it. And the Lord did judge David for it, but he didn't take his life. He took King David's child life. But you know what? How the Most High, that's why he said, my thoughts are not your thoughts, and my ways are higher than your ways. So the Lord didn't kill King David or his woman, Bathsheba. But he judged them. But who are you to fucking question the Most High? You see what I mean? That's why you got to be spiritual, man. That's why I quoted that scripture. The Lord deals, hey man, the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, deals with every case-by-case thing in the heavens and in the earth. All right? But with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I pray the point was made. I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope the video was edifying. All right? And I say shalom to you sincere brothers of the hopeful elect. Shalom.